voice is a bit. It's 8 o'clock. I can't remember. I've been up all night again. I am getting very, very tired. But I think because I slept till about 4 in the afternoon or 3 in the afternoon, whatever it was. I'm obviously up until this time because this is probably how long I would normally stay awake. I filmed a lot yesterday. What an idiot. Because I've got to edit that, but obviously I'm not going to edit it this side of the morning or the day because I want to go to bed. Got fresh bedding on. I always fold it in half like that when I first get on my bed, and then I pull it back. I pull it over me. But I always put my bedding back on because I like freshly washed bedding. I'm hoping to have a bath today. I don't know if it'll happen or not. Depends if my dad's at home or not. I've still got this on. But yeah, depends if my dad's at home. If he's not at home, hopefully I'll have a bath. It depends how I feel when I get up. Depends if anything happens that upsets me. I hope nothing upsets me because honestly, it'll probably push me over the edge. I don't know if I can't remember. Oh God. I think I said about mopping the floor. I don't know if I did or didn't. But I brushed the kitchen floor. I don't know if I said. God. And because I wanted to mop the floor, I wanted to mop the kitchen. Well, I actually wanted to mop all downstairs, but my dog came downstairs, and she doesn't like it if I make her sit upstairs, and I didn't want to sit on the stairs to keep her upstairs, so I decided to just mop the kitchen floor and the hallway because they're the two places that are probably the dirtiest because people are walking in, and even though there's a doormat, I never see my dad wipe his feet, and the dog's in and out because I let her go outside the front now when she goes out, so it was probably filthy, so I thought I'll brush the floor even though I backed it earlier. And then when I was there wasn't much brushed up, but then I got down low with the dustpan and brush just to make sure, but it was fine. And then I filled the mop bucket and I thought I'll fill it I'll fill it with enough so if I decide to mop all of downstairs, like if the dog suddenly goes upstairs, I'll mop the rest of the downstairs as well. But it'd be a little bit more trickier, just because there's loads of stuff in my living room that I've got to mop around because there's stuff everywhere at the moment. So I started mopping the kitchen floor, and when it was not even probably 2/3 done, the mop bucket the mop bucket water was absolutely filthy, and I thought, God, I'm not going to be able to do the living room. I'm probably just going to be able to finish the kitchen and do the hallway, because of how filthy it was at that point. So I finished the kitchen, did the hallway in the downstairs toilet, and I thought, and it was quite black by that point, it was black, And I thought I just want to do a little bit in the living room because I've got the mop bucket out, and who knows when I'm going to get it out again next, because I don't know what's going to happen from one minute to the next. I could get a really upsetting letter or an email or a text or a phone call, you know, because my doctor might go one step further and kick me out of the surgery as well, even though she said I've done nothing wrong. She seems to have taken some kind of massive U-turn regarding me and just cut me off completely, and I don't know why, but she told me numerous times I'd done nothing wrong. But I'm half expecting to get kicked out of the surgery, and they're supposed to have good reason for that. So if she does have a reason, it'll be a lie, because everything was fine. So she can't say that I was mean to her on the phone, because my dad would have heard me. So she was the one who was being mean. So yeah, I'm half expecting that. So I don't want to think, oh, I'll be fine tomorrow or I'll be fine the day after, because anything can happen at any time. I didn't expect what happened last Tuesday to happen. It's knocked me, it's made me not want to live. I've had enough with life, I've had enough with everything. So I thought I'll make the most of the fact that I've got the mop bucket out. I've probably not had it out for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it should come out at least once a week, because my dog's in and out, and even when it's not raining, obviously she's in and out. She's got dirty feet because she's been outside. So I did a little bit in the living room. I mainly did just as you come into the living room from the conservatory, because now and then she does go out the back. I did round where her bed was, and a bit just inside as you come inside the living room. And I'm not joking, the water is as black as it's ever been. And I put two things in. I always put Flash all purpose liquid in, and then I either put Sephora in, or I've got the Astonish one. Do you know how Astonish did a range? When it first came out, they came out with only 2 cents. I got I think it's called Flora Bouquet. I've still got that. So I put some of that in, and the floor looked about 3 shades lighter, so it must have been absolutely filthy. And because I was sick for 7 weeks, you know, I might have mopped once during that 7 weeks, maybe twice at a push, but it's been a while since I've mopped. So yeah, I did that. I dried all my bedding. I actually forgot to do my bedding. I think I said I brought loads of loungewear up. There's about 4 towels in here for my hair. I think one's a body one. Let me see. Yeah, one's a body one. I wiped down the sides in the kitchen earlier. I don't know what else I did. I did the vacuum and stuff, and I did the nice spray onto the carpet to make it smell nicer. So I have done a little bits and pieces, because I never know what's going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen. I mean, I'm scared my doctor's going to go one step further and kick me out of the practice, and that would push me over the edge. It really would. She knows how I feel. She knows how down I am. She knows I rely on her, and it took me years to trust her. So I don't understand any of this. I really don't. I think it's like 10:30 or 11. I've not been to sleep. I found out about basically I've been trying to find a company that does fresh meat and vegetables, you know, and delivers, like in a kind of... You've already seen me today. You've been ignorant today. You've got a fluffy little bum. Yeah, fluff head. So you're not having anything. You're chunky. Kiss. Okay, don't give me one. See that? Hold on. No. I've got deliveries due. And I'm not answering the door because I've not been to bed. I wouldn't answer the door anyway. My dad's buggered off. I've just got in the bed for the first time. It's 1:35 in the afternoon. I've I've not talked to you in about 3 hours. If you want to know what I've done in the last 3 hours, other than make a cup of tea, drink it, and look to see if I can get stock cubes on Amazon, which I can, but they're like 5 times more than in the shop. That's all I've done. I've been back up here at least an hour, maybe longer, I don't know. The delivery guy's due between 2:30 and 4:30, and I'm scared that I'm going to fall into a nice deep sleep, and all I'm going to do is bang, 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 and I'm probably going to crap myself. I'm probably going to jump, and then it's going to make me super anxious, and then I probably won't want to go back to sleep. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm staying awake. But obviously, like, now I'm talking away, he could come and knock on the door, and that would scare me. This is my dad's fault, because he told me and he promised me he wouldn't go to work because he's putting everyone at risk, or he's putting me at risk. If he wants to put himself at risk, then that's his decision, but I don't want to be put at risk. And he keeps going. He's annoying me anyway, but he shouldn't be going to work, he should be staying at home. He can easily bring his work home and set up a little office space, but he won't do. And no, I don't have a cough. That is because my throat is very, very dry, and the warm room is getting warm. The room is getting warm because the heating's kicked in. It'll get to a certain temperature, and then it'll, what's it called? The heater will go off. God, I'm tired. I need to go to sleep because I want about 6 hours sleep, which would be 7:30. And then, of course, I won't want to sleep tonight. It feels weird saying tonight because in my eyes I've not been to sleep, so it's still the same day, but it's not because it's the next day. It's the 1st of April. I'm going to end up with a really long vlog. I've not even edited yesterday's, which was long, so I might not be able to keep a lot of the footage because it kept making me delete footage before when I was trying to save other stuff the other week, so it might not let me keep it. So for the time being, until I've at least edited and saved the other video, hopefully it'll let me save it, otherwise I'm going to be very, 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 very unhappy. This is what I was drinking, and I'm not joking, I have actually got a hangover. I had it about 2 hours ago, and I've got the headache, and where I feel a bit too hot, and where I keep needing to go for a wee, and, you know, like a typical hangover feeling. And I forgot that last time I had one of these, I think I got them at Christmas, I ended up feeling like I had a hangover. So even though there's no alcohol in it, I think everything else that's in it is the same, except for minus the alcohol. So I have a hangover 2 hours later and I feel like crap. There's the leftovers out of what I made. It was meant to be a chickpea curry, and I put mild curry powder in, but you can barely taste the curry. And I put a fair amount in, so that's leftovers for tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to have with it. I've got some bacon potatoes that have been in the fridge weeks and weeks, so I could have a baked potato with this on the side, I did mix in some soy cream as well, which is in the fridge. That's vegan version of cream, basically. Hello Cleo, she's just come in. I'm hungry, but I think I've got the munchies. Like, does anyone else get them when they've been for a drink or had a couple of drinks? I'll give you some food. Oh yeah, big goodies. So I'm having something to eat and I don't know what to have. Maybe we're gonna have cereal. Well, I'm probably gonna have cereal, let's be real. I hate the fact that I've got a hangover. You can all laugh at me. I'm not the only person. Cleo, you've got food. You're not having any of mine. Put your food in the belly. Oh, it's raining. Go and tell me. No, you're not having anything. So Wednesday's vlog literally went up about midnight-ish. It was uploaded but it was still processing the last time I checked, about 5:02. So I'm hoping it went up on at 12. I had to delete 2 clips from what was going to be in today's video. One of them was just me talking about wax melts because I've put wax melts on for the first time in about a month, and before that I hadn't really put them on more than once every fortnight because I've just totally gone off having them on. I've not even had a candle on for a couple of weeks. And I was just showing you what I was putting on because I put 2 different scents, one in each burner because I've put 2 burners on. And it was part of a sample box that I found that I had by the little wax melt company. They're one of my favourite sellers and have been for over a year now. So that one, and then there was one of me just walking through the house. So nothing exciting, but that's what I needed to delete to be able to save the video. I had to delete loads of stuff because it was the longest video I've had in 2 days. And this one's going to be long as well. And obviously I had all this footage on the phone up until I started filming again. So that's on there, so that's another reason why it wouldn't save. I'm going to have some more painkillers. The bloody dog walks into me all the time and pushes me out the way. I was lucky to get some soy milk at weekend, my dad got it for me. I feel like I'm having too many calories today. Because obviously I was eating in the middle of the night last night. Then I had poached egg on toast, which is fine. Then I had that curry and I had it with brown basmati rice. I've also had chocolate today. I've had that cider which was about 300 calories. It was full of sugar and I wish I hadn't had it, but I was really thirsty. And it was all I could think about, which is really weird because I know I had it. See all my alcoholic drink that I've got in the cupboard. I've got a 0.5% gin and tonic that's been in there since like last May or June. And I have a couple of cheap gin and tonics that are mixed together but they're normal strength, like 4% or whatever their strength is. And then there's a gin and tonic that I really want to try. Oh god, it's actually really difficult to walk because I've got my phone in one hand and in the other hand I've got a bowl of cereal and a drink, and I'm finding it hard not to drop or spill my drink down myself. What was I saying? God, I don't even know what I was saying. If I was saying I've had too much to eat, I definitely have. And a cup of tea with 2 sugars as well, when I went upstairs to go to bed originally. Do you know when I was like, oh, I've just laid down for the first time? I'd just finished a cup of tea. I didn't put enough milk in, but I'm not going to go and get more.